Welcome to the Republic of the Gambia.
Gambia was a British colony that became independent in 1965. The capital city was called Bathurst. But when the Gambians get independent, they turned it into Banjul. Why? Because Bathurst, the location, was a it's a small island, and was a bamboo forest. And people used to come over there, to go there to get some bamboo sticks. And Banjul means bamboo stick. That's where the name came from. We are out of Banjul, because Banjul is where we docked yesterday morning. No, yesterday by 7:30 evening. And now we are in Bakau. And we're gonna go some city tour. First of it is we're gonna go to Kachikally. Kachikally is a reserve. It's a kind of crocodile pool. They have a lot of crocodiles. And there's a kind of legend that called those crocodiles. And once we get there, the creator will tell you about the relationship between the crocodiles and that family. And because the crocodile that started the linkage promised to the ancestor that you will give him a lot of wealth if you help him. And he helped him. The guy will explain to you. After that, we have we go to the market.
Okay.
And the museum. The difference with Dakar is museums, the credit speaks English. Everything is written in English. So you can just make yourself.
Good, that helps. Yeah, for us it does. Definitely. Like the menus at the hotel. Yeah.
Nice basket.
Now do you see the difference?
Yeah.
Do you feel no? And here's
Yeah.
the difference. Now do you see it? Do you feel it?
Well, you feel more relaxed.
There you go. You feel it then.
Yeah. Feel more
Because
relaxed.
you can communicate with them effectively.
Right, you ain't got to have somebody else talking for you.
Exactly, and losing in the translation.
Yeah. Not only losing, hell, you may be getting
Yeah. Double teamed.
Right.
We're just speculating, y'all. We don't really mean that.
Yeah. Well, I'm just saying.
We just speculate. We don't really mean that. Well, it's all good. Nobody was injured.
No, nobody was injured. No.
For our TV land viewers.
Yeah. I tell you what, you get a little bit more bang for your buck over here for your money.
Just a little bit, yeah. Just a little bit. Oh, she sent me the price for the plane ticket. She's working on the hotel and meals now. $900 for 2 flights. But you got to take one from Banjul from here to Freetown, so that's the one, and then the one coming back to Senegal.
Okay.
So $900 for the 2.
For the flight.
Yeah. So now she's working on a hotel and meals. So I'm sure you want all 3 meals, right?
I ain't got to have all 3 meals. You know, this morning, maybe breakfast and.
I would say get them anyway. But what's the use of sparing 1 meal? It ain't gonna cost you that much.
Yeah.
I got all 3, even though I don't eat 3 meals.
Usually, if I get a breakfast in me, I don't need nothing
To dinner.
To dinner.
Yeah.
Stu, how was your sleep last night?
Good. I had a slight problem with a mosquito, but I turned on the air conditioner and that killed it right there. Yeah, it kept them off of it.
Yeah. Well, that cold air definitely do the trick.
thing is, I had some of that mosquito repellent stuff that I brought from the United States in my bag. I just didn't feel good about putting this shit all over my body.
This is one private Bacau is called Mama Koto. This Mama Koto. When you don't turn on the left, you have Kachikally. You know, Bacau is divided into different
You ever heard
names and different
that,
areas.
You ever heard that if you eat garlic, that it helps to keep them off of you?
Yeah,
I don't believe it.
When it comes out to your pores or something?
it does.
Yeah, but I still don't believe it.
You still don't believe it?
No.
I have done it.
I think the African will still attack you because they over here, they don't, if you notice, they don't use anything. So it's something else that they're eating in their diet that's being
and they've been
effective.
doing it for a long time.
Exactly. So their immune system. Now, what I really have found is rosemary. They can't stand rosemary. Now I bought some, but I left it at home.
Just an herb.
Yeah. You can get it in the oil, you can get it in the extract, and then you can put it in your own lotion and rub it on you. That way it's not toxic.
Yeah.
Because the stuff you talking about from the United States, chances are it's probably more toxic.
Where did you use the garlic at?
Me?
Yeah.
When I was eating.
Some of y'all from North and South Carolina were there mosquitoes, though, right? Louisiana.
Yeah.
To eat you alive. And I'm from Tennessee.
Yeah, but they kind of mild up north.
Yeah, I mean, because of cold weather.
Yeah.
I mean, you're talking hot weather here. I mean, when you go south, that's what, 6 to 7 months of nice warm weather.
Yeah.
So, you know, the fight's on.
Yeah. You're right. Because in Houston, boy, they'll kill you.
Yeah, shit.
That's what I was telling
We got
you
dinner.
yesterday. The
Nemo. Does it got a scent to it?
That's what you have? The
It
neem
has
oil?
a scent. I've got grown used to it.
Is that what that is?
I know it's strong.
It's very strong.
I got some neem.
Can you get that over here?
Huh?
Can you get it here?
I think I got it in Nigeria. I can't remember. But you can buy it in the States. In a big bottle. I also have a big bottle at home. And I put that on when I go out, when I do my garden. It works for Americans.
This is where the crocodiles at.
Yeah, I guess so, huh?
Supposed to keep it like that, right?
Yeah.
You ever tried skin so soft?
That's a family. Make sure you don't fall in the crocodile pool because it will eat you and then after report you can get sacrificed.
For a lost cause, huh?
No, the crocodiles don't like human fish. They don't like fish, so they don't like meat. It shows us messing with
Oh, they don't?
Yeah, because I saw people walking around and they only like fish.
Really?
So you can touch them if you want, you can feed them.
Well, I don't want to find
I
out.
ain't crying it out, that's for sure.
All right, here come the little UDs running down here. They see the bus.
Oh, boy, they see
I see
it.
them running.
The bum rush. Here come the bum rush. They coming out the woodwork.
And the little baby.
They even got wise.
Yeah, they done got wise.
Ain't gonna send the adults, send the children down there.
Here they come.
No, y'all go ahead. I'm changing.
So what's your foot?
The little children.
You might. You can bring all the way here, please. Sit in the bus. Come on,
Need
go.
nothing out of
We're
that.
going to learn from the
Let me check it.
here. You normally meet these guys here, the first guy. And you pay $100 for a person,
Oh, you do? Okay.
Gambian money.
Mm-hmm.
Then when you enter inside, in every place there's a special person responsible who will try to explain to you people in English. Everything's written in English. You can read and then take photos. You are free to do everything. The crocodiles are down there. If you want, you can feel them. They don't bite. Don't fear. They don't do anything wrong.
Yeah, we're gonna get Sam. We're gonna film Sam touching them.
They are our families. I even have some photos.
I like how you volunteer.
Yes, you can touch the crocodiles and you have no problem with that.
Anytime.
Anytime, take photos. And I have many people that we brought here. They contact them, you feel them, but don't go around the head.
How are you?
The only problem they don't touch their head. Come to the back, have the feeling of the crocodiles, and then they have your friend. They have no problem. Please.
So you want to try that?
Don't. You have to try it. Don't worry. You'll be okay. You'll meet more people inside. In every section they are down there. They'll tell you us more about it. And we'll go inside every apartment. It's a different history we have.
Oh, okay.
You see how the people come to, how the Gambians from independence, what the soldiers were doing before independence, and what the Europeans were doing, and what kind of cultures we have here. We know about it, inshallah. So
Inshallah.
now come and free your mind.
Inshallah.
No problem. And no, just ask. They'll tell you. No problem. No, they don't want to tell you what you need. You get it. Wow. You know, they don't do you want to. You want to.
Perfect. So family entrance fee is good.
I got somebody doing the lawn. Yeah, they do.
So right, you know
The
the Baba,
Baba.
you know, it stay a long time. You know, it is among the longest serving age before they get down. It's just like the mahogany also.
Oh yeah.
The mahogany also, and that's why they encourage them having them here.
The Baba tree, y'all. I had some juice from the Baba tree. It was good. It's like a white, milky, almost like milk, but sweet. It tastes kind of like vanilla.
You see them sometimes lying down.
Another Baba.
You see them?
These suckers is
Don't
thick.
worry. You see them? You see them? You see this one is opening the mouth. You see them?
You were where Bomani? Little Bomani, come here. They want a snack. Come here. Come over here.
Kenn du ñeme tonton. Tonton moom dañ ko respecté. Loolu laa ko wax ma ne ko rek ma cër de. Moo war de. Waaw. Boo bëggee jabar si jëlee tonton. Dañu gën a gudd fa. Waaw. Day jox cër moom. Waaw. Boo mun nga nekk gudd fan la waaye boo bëggee jabar du
How long are we gonna keep his mouth open? Getting all kind of air up in there. And I guess they keep their mouth open, so if something just happens to crawl in there, they snap it.
It's a crocodile.
Don't bother me.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Okay, this is Mr. Musa. He's our tour guide. Will be your tour guide to show you how to swim with the crocodiles.
Okay, fine.
What is your name?
Moses.
Moses.
Oh, the name of a crocodile?
Your name.
My name Musa. You can say it's Moses. It's the same.
Moses.
Moses
in the Bible?
Moses in the Bible. That's translated in the Quran. Musa.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, just to make the oldest to understand that it's all the same name. So it's never been bad to call names like that.
What do you mean you don't understand?
All right, so you're welcome here
All around the world.
to the crocodile pool. 100 crocodiles living in there. 100. 100 of
Only
them.
100.
Only 100. There could be more than 100 last year, but I do not allow that. I do not allow that to happen because I have to take rid of all the eggs they laid last year for certain reasons. I got two good reasons for that. The first reason is when the pandemic came, Gambia also was part of the world, the countries around the world that go lockdown. And with that lockdown, we do not get visitors here. So financially, it becomes so strong, tougher for me to feed them because every morning I have to feed them with fish. They eat 250 kilos of fish. I don't feed them with red meat because I don't want them to smell blood for food.
What about white meat?
White meat? Perhaps they're gonna have white meat.
The French.
The French meat.
Here we go.
What of English and American?
Caucasian meat.
What of English and American? Because you know why I said English and American? Because English and Americans came to the Gambia early 1944 and they forced our people, not only by slavery, but they forced them and they took them to the World War II. And that was not World War. It was the Western War, and they just took Africa, be part of that war, and they call it World War. And then the history in America or Europe have never been written in any universities or been people not being educated. Universities in America or in Europe that Africa, a small country like Gambia, took part in the World War.
But that's because they're co-conspirators.
That's it. That's what I said. Gonna feed Americans and English. And what they do at the time when they came to the Africa, they come to Gambia, they go to Senegal, they go to Nigeria, all over Africa. They do medical checkup. They would just go and grab people. It's compulsory, and they take them for medical. And if you have medical all right, your medical fit, then you go to war. If you are like me, somehow some health issues, they say you go home. So those are the ones that's lucky at 1944. They do not go to the war.
Yeah, you can bring the Americans and the British as long as they're white.
Yeah, I need Donald Trump more.
Yeah, bring them.
And or Negropeans.
All right, so we continue our journey.
So welcome. So let us we have boy. Après qu'on comme ni sen ko ni kana kada dama fa yawa.
Don't leave the Negropean out. They keep talking about white. No. We need the Negropeans to be right along with them. Oh, who? Calabash.
You don't need to buy a basin. You just need this, and you just open a calabash tree here.
What is that?
Calabash tree. Hey boy, I'm here.
As I was explaining there, that because of the COVID, I took the eggs away from the crocodiles. That I do not want them to have babies. Otherwise, the number could be so past more than 100.
Took away all the wild.
And what happened, because, as I said, I feed them with 250 kilos. It's very expensive for me. And I do not get support from the government to look after these things. So this is what happened from last year, 2020, March. To December, these crocodiles were stranded. There was no food available for them. So they were so hungry. So they were so scared to allow people to come in. So I took these in my own that, well, I have to control the population. Because if I don't, when the population so past 100 and the situation still remain the same, that's going to be more tougher for me. So with these reasons, they have to eat 250 kilos. I have to control the population to stop the 100 crocodiles so I can have the 250 kilos. It's only January I started to have a good deal from the local fishermen that because they knew me for 8 years. I've been buying fish from them. They have to give me fish in loans from January to this month. The end of this month, it will be 4 months, and then I have to pay what I owe them, and they can continue to give me fish. Otherwise, they're gonna stop. So that's the reason why today I'm gonna allow you to come next to the crocodiles and pet them. But when we are petting the crocodiles, we only don't have to pet on the head, because that's the most sensitive part of the crocodile. They do not want us to pet the head because they feel it is a threat, or we're gonna do something silly that's gonna make them to react quickly to defend themselves. So no petting head, but from the back to the tail to the crocodile's stomach, no problem with that. They have no problem. But I'm going to take you to the only male crocodiles, not the female crocodiles, because those are the ones that took their eggs, not the male ones. So the females are upset.
The females are more aggressive.
They're more protective, but because their eggs taken away out of them, it's like when you take a baby from the mother.
Right.
The mother will never appreciate it.
Just like slavery, huh?
Exactly. So what we're going to do, we're going to run this way. When we come back, then the crocodiles, my colleague, going to try to bring them out here. Then we're going to take some pictures. But we're going to see the big tree out there. And the way we come back this way, we're going to see the crocodile we're going to touch, all right?
All right.
All right, let's have a walk.
Let's go.
I guess you're used to seeing like those movies with crocodiles, people doing all kind of stuff. But it's not one of those things. Maybe this is fantasy. This is where we are.
Every morning we just go in there to look for wood, firewood. On the sink, we make fire and hot water, and we have our tea, coffee. They come from different trees, so we don't care which tree. Drying wood, we just bring them, and we light it and put water, and and that's how we do things.
You don't need electricity.
No electricity. You don't pay a bill for that. No bill.
No bill.
No bill. And if you look there, you see our mama's garden. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, mama's garden. They put a lot of things. They put cabbages, they put tomatoes, okras, they put onions, and so many things in there. And look, guess what? Only June, July, when rainy season started, no vegetables there. They turned the soil, it's a rice field.
They grow rice.
So our mothers, grandmothers, they work 12 months in a year. So the first of all is what we do as a child of Africa. When we grown up after all our education, we look for jobs. When we got good job, the first thing is our mothers, grandmothers are our first priority. Our fathers is always there. We support them too. But if you look the statistic of this country, or most of African countries, what happened, like 100 years, 90 years ago, in this generation, the system is wiping up. Men are getting married 4 wives, and now the younger generation don't want to do it because we got big families. And at the end of the day, when the men are old, these are the women. They have to step in. They work hard in the gardens, rice field, they work, they sell, they feed us, clothe us, educate us, pay our hospital bills. So they work 24/7, 12 months of the year. So that's why our mothers and the grandmothers are always, they go to special place in our heart. Yeah.
Because the reason why they're working for 12 months in a year, like if you harvest now, you don't have a storage. You have to keep this. So the only thing is that we turn, the donkeys will eat it, horses will eat it, or you give it to the animals, and then you put another one. But if you have a storage, you can keep it, you can continue using it. But there's no storage.
Let me ask you something. How many times you turn over a crop can you get in a year?
So if you are like this area, they take water from a well. They dig well, small wells around. Like if they harvest this one, before the rainy season, they can put another one.
I mean, okay, within 6 months.
6 months.
You got okra and cabbage and stuff like that. In another 6 months, do you get some more?
Yes, we have rice.
So in a year you can get two
harvests.
Two harvests.
Because why we have this one, we cannot finish eating it, but you have no storage.
You don't have no storage area.
No storage facilities, so you have to
eat.
Like sometimes if you go to the market, you see people throwing them because they get spoiled. They have no place to put them.
Yeah,
great business for those who are listening.
Storage, what happens is that at the end of the day, you get so much of this in the market, and it becomes so much in the market that people cannot buy all, because also financially, people wouldn't go buy because we live from hand to mouth. It's not like where you're from, like 1 week you can get shopping and get it in the refrigerators and they keep it for 1 week. That doesn't happen. What we work in a day, that's what we survive on. So with that, sometimes this becomes a problem in the market, that the vendors, mothers that sell these in the market, that people wouldn't come too much to buy because there's not much money. So sometimes, as he said, it will happen like that. And after the end of day selling, there's no place to store these things to come out tomorrow morning and say we're going to sell it again. So they end up throwing it in the market there. So the donkeys or cows or cattle or whatever will come eating it again. So you see, even though they work hard, they still they earn very little.
So they have to keep walking if they want to sustain the family. Yeah.
Right.
Women family.
That's not true. No, that's not true.
That's true.
He said, I said, no, that's not true.
That's not true because men are the head of the family.
What about electrical grid, plumbing, shipping, trucks, concrete, building other houses? So men do something.
That is in Europe.
Men do something.
I'll tell you, that is in Europe.
It's all over. The women. So you saying the women put the concrete here?
No.
Okay then.
No.
Did the women drive the trucks?
Some of them in the Gambia, we have the women driving
Do the women drive the trucks? Women, I mean
No,
all.
no.
Okay.
taxis.
Who builds the buildings? Okay. Okay. So men do something.
Of course, that's not.
I'm just saying when they say men does nothing, well, that's not true.
No, that's not.
Okay.
Because
They do things.
they do things.
Everybody do their part
They did very.
to have a family. Ooh.
Perfect. There you go.
We've seen this tree before.
You seen it before?
Yeah, in Ghana. Yeah.
I got it if you could slow down.
I don't remember the name of it.
Cotton tree.
Cotton tree. Yeah.
Cotton tree. That's a nice house. You can scare them there when you hide there.
Yeah, I know we were going in and out of the ones in Ghana.
Tell me about the snakes. You got snakes around here?
No,
Where the snakes at?
no. I think because I don't know. Sometimes yeah, we do have snakes, but not they're so free to work around. And sometimes when there's no pandemic like this, we got a lot of people.
If you walk past me one more time.
Though they never been killed because we don't allow animals to be killed in here. But you wouldn't often see snakes around people.
And I can't see a snake, huh?
That's a nice house there. If you want to go in there.
Mine at the Avery Botanical Garden, right?
Yeah, that's what I said, the same ones.
Go on, come to the house.
These three that are so important this is called silk cotton. It's a cotton tree. Cotton tree, 500 years old. The reason why in the Gambia or in Senegal you're not allowed to cut cotton tree down or baobab tree, a special cotton tree, because cotton tree was serving us for so many things. Cotton tree, first people were using these as houses before they built these elephant gas houses or mud houses. They put the roof up there and they decorate it very nice and they live in there. And secondly, in those days, almost like 100 years ago, what happened is that every 4 or 5 years, village elders will come together. They look at the boys age of 10 up to 15 years old, 300 to 400 of these boys, and they took them to the bush in a place like this. In this village it happens before. They bring them under this tree, they do circumcision. The circumcision will do locally. There was no hospital at the time where people would go and get insedated or nothing repaired. So they use knife and razor blade and they just chopped it out. But the night before the circumcision, they bring these boys together, but they're never going to tell you because you're going to get scared. Because perhaps your friends, those have been there before, they might tell you their experience in there. So when they tell you what's going to happen there, you might run away, you might dodge away, they will not see you and hide somewhere away. So they never tell you. They always do this joke. Tomorrow morning, guys, you remember, we're going to the market. You're going to have a good shopping for yourself, and we're going to pay all the bill of what you bought for yourself, what you get for yourself. So you got to be happy when your friends together. The first in the morning, you see yourself in here. And the doctor will be there.
Hiding around the corner.
Come and see. Here. And you will have a lion table right there. A small table. And you got about 8 men. You got 4 here, 4 there. The doctor will be right there. And when you come in, because then they'll clean all the places. So when they clean, they put the mat on the floor there, so all the boys will be allowed to sit. But before these things will happen, they give them breakfast first. You have to get your breakfast, get full stomach. Then they will start, they're called by each family names. And you call you come in, you never knew what's in there. And the moment you step in, these guys will just grab you and you get in. And they'll get your trousers out. The hands, the first one go in, then the friends knew what happened. Because the screaming. and shouting, the friends will know this is not a market that we're going to go for buying. So when they do that, for the older boys, for 2 weeks, everybody is going to be in pain and crying.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. But the whole thing will take 3 months. That's 90 days. After 2 weeks, the healing will start.
Yeah.
And when the healing started, after the end of another 2 weeks, make it 1 month, that's where our teaching will start it now. The teaching of what they teach these young ones, moral, discipline, respect. Because in our community, in our community or society we belong to in Africa here, that's what they do. All the elders of the village have the responsibility. And this responsibility goes for all the children in the village.
Right.
You know, it doesn't matter if it's your child or not.
It takes a village to raise a child.
Exactly.
Right.
And you have a right. If he is not your child, you saw him doing something wrong out there, you get a stick like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on.
We know about the switch. We know about the switch.
And if he cried back home, the parents wouldn't ask who beat you.
Right.
They knew he did wrong.
That's right.
If he's not a lucky child, the parents would do.
Beat him again.
Black communities in America used to be the same way.
So you say, and that's how they teach us. And they say, don't look to the eldest eye directly when they're talking to you. It's wrong. All right? Elderly people talking to you, you just don't look directly in their eye.
It's a sign of
And
arrogance.
if you got a heart in your head, you have to take it off. And don't call them by their names. In here, when you hear, all of us, we young people, we call you grandpa. Even though you don't know even our parents, but you're a grandfather's one. And somebody, she would be grandmother or auntie. We have to call them like that, but not by name. And also, and your child will be trained. The mothers will not be allowed to come in here for these 90 days. Only men will look after these. That's how we do it. So when the women cook 100 meters, they drop the food there, and they will send all the boys to go and get the food, and they bring it for the kids here to eat. So you
So
see,
the boy stays here for 90 days?
90 days with the elders of the village,
Yeah.
and during the night time, it's lovely. You see the firewood that we put this thing there? They look woods, the fire, like big fire camp. And the firelight everywhere brightened, and the big drum, 3 big kind of drum, dum 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 dum, and the singing is dancing. You see these kids will be now jumping and dancing round in the fire, and they're dancing.
We all pass through it.
And there's a song. And after end of these 3 weeks, the last week of these 3 months, there's a song that says, we say the kids, like, you were here, but next week Thursday you're going home. You see on the face of the kids that, we're loving this place. We don't want to go home now. Because they like it. Because they now got the teaching, they got moral, they have discipline, and they got love to each other. And that love they have to share it among all the communities or villages they come from. So this is why in here, I don't need to call people. He doesn't need to call to come to me. I don't need to call to him. And he can come at any time, and the food is available, we share the food. That's the love we do. And also, not only that, this can be used, when you hit, it sounds hollow.
Yes.
So the people use it for communication too.
Like the drum.
Exactly. They can use it for communication. So this is what we were brought up, how we brought up in this community, in the Gambia, in Senegal. That's why you can see one of the most peaceful countries in Africa, you can only say Gambia and Senegal, because we share our culture all the same. It's only when the French, after the Portuguese, when the French and the British came, they divide us. But we speak the same language. All the language in here is the same in Senegal, and we share all the same culture. No difference. No single difference. Hope you got it.
Yes.
You want to get a picture, or we're going to move on to see crocodiles?
Say,
So go to the
smile.
house.
Someone get a picture of you.
You go in there, you guys?
Go into the house.
Thank you, bro.
I'm going in. I'm going in.
Somebody give me, pick me up. My brother. My brother.
Black power.
Peace and Black Power.
Hoodoo.
He got
This family, my brother beautiful
peace and power at the same time.
I ain't doing the peace. I know I'm in a constant state of war.
He doing peace, you doing black.
People can use this water and like kind of washing their body, for kind of protection, because that's what our people
Bamboo, y'all.
believe psychologically, and it works for our people.
No damage.
In those days, there was no like hospitals
Well, no,
or
that's
medical
custom.
or healthcare system where people would go and check their blood to see what's happening. Anytime they feel they're not feeling all right, they would just go direct to the calabashes like that. And also, there's always a water there, and they just distill water, and they would just pray like, I want to get healed. If I'm sick, if something bad's gonna happen, let it go away, and they wash their body, and these things go off. Yeah, everything goes off. And that's the reason why even this crocodile pool is even here. It is more than 500 years when this crocodile pool been excavated in here. It was founded by a family. Don't go too close to the head, okay?
Come back.
With the mouth open, that's how the crocodile cool down, like dog panting. Yeah. And this crocodile pool has been here for more than 500 years, simply because the first family that came to this particular village, these are called the Bojan family. This Bojan family originally came from Mali.
You thought it was
Empire.
fake?
And in Mali, there was a lot of, Mali was owned by the Mandinkos. And when these Mandinkos, and then later the Fulani people came. That's why if you look at the Fulani people in Africa, just like Hakola, simply because most of the Fulani originated came from Ethiopia, Tanzania, and Kenya, and other sub-countries in those areas, because after 1,400 years, when Prophet Muhammad passed away, so one of his Sahabas, he sent them to this East Africa, to convey his message. So when they came, they settled down there, they got intermarried with Africans there. So this is why the Fulani people were the first in Africa to accept Islam. So from there, when they came, they moved down to Mali, West Africa. They made these Mandinkos. Then the Mandinkos were not in any religion. All they believe, all the spiritual powers they have, So the Fulani were trying to convert these people to come to Islam, but it was tough. So they have no way easy to break these people down. So they have to go to war. So when the war break out, so many people died. So some of the people run away, came from Mali Empire. They come down to the southern part of Senegal, in Casamas, and some make it to the Gambia. So this is where this family, the Bojan, came settled here in this place. So when they came, the father and the two sons and one daughter. And when they came, there was no human habitant. So there was a lot of palm trees, and these people, they are palm tappers. And secondly, their profession was they're fishermen. So they here to the beach is about 10 minutes walk. So they said, wow, we can settle down here. So when they came, they found that the place here, the pool. This was a small well, very small well, about 2 meters. So they said, wow, we don't need to go, we stay. But in Africa, all the time, even today, the sister from the family will do the domestic job, with the washing bowls, cooking food, or go to the market, or go to the well or tap to get water. So the sister from this Bojan family, her name is called Mai. She came, because they live inside there, so she went there to fetch water inside that well, because the well was in the middle, right there. So one morning, when she came to fetch water, she saw a strange woman who sat very near to the well, and she was looking so much worried. And she asked her, what is the trouble? The woman said, my baby fell down to the well. I need support. And they said, okay, no worries. 2 brothers are here. I'll call them to come and help you. She ran to call the 2 brothers. They're called Tamba and Jali. When they came, Jali was the younger brother who went down to the well. And inside the well, where the baby is, there was a big rock there, and this baby was sitting on that rock. So to pick this baby up, to bring it out, in Mandinko, we call it Kachika. Kachika. That's how they pick something up. So the whole area now is called Kachikally. That's from Mandinko language. So the woman was so happy, the mother of the child, and she said to them, look, thank you very much for supporting me, but I do this for good reason. I put my baby in here to test you people, to see how good you are. And then I find you good because you helped me. But I will tell you something about this well that you don't know. The water of this well will never go dry. And this is a holy place. The water has a spiritual power that's called black magic power. This will be a healing water for people, successful water for people in life. But at the time, there was no crocodile at all. The mother told them, you will see crocodiles in here sooner or later, but do not try to find out how the crocodile came about. All you need to promise me, are you going to look after this crocodile good? And the three family members, the two brother and the sister, promised, yes, we will. So the woman just disappeared. They never see her again. After 3 months, May came back to fetch water, and she saw 2 small crocodiles there. And she was scared. She forgot about the promise and the talk what they did with the woman. And she ran back to the family. They said, look, I find the crocodile there. So the other brother said, oh yeah, that's the crocodile the woman said. So they all come to sense, realize that, yeah, this was the promise the woman said there would be crocodile here. So now it's their job to look after this crocodile, which they did up to my generation. This is 500 years ago. So year in, year out, the crocodiles, they reproduce by making eggs. And even today, people are coming here to pray, especially women. Those are barren, they do not have a child. They come here. When they come, in that small house there, the enclosement there, there's a bucket there and a calabash. And when the women came, I will go there, I will get the water, and the woman will go there. They do this privately, and they have to wash that brother with the water. And they'll go back with their man, no cheating from any one of them, and they will look at our baby. How do we know? Because we advise them. When the woman have a baby, either a boy or a girl, the baby have to get a middle name called Kachikally. And right in this village, we got hundreds of kids that are called Kachikally. So it helps tell us that it works. Because something that you believe in the head, psychologically, it helps to work for you. But also, holy places like these, we believe it when we are kids. Because what happens? Most of the time, our grandparents, they always pray for our good future, our success in future. So they are the one busy and go to the holy place to pray for our future. So when they're going, they hold their hands like this. You go pray. When you go, you say, pray, pray, pray. You pray. So you're growing up with this in your mind, the belief is still stick there. So you have to get respect for it. So that's why people of this country, not only this village, but this country have much respect for this place. And now what happened? It never stopped. Now it goes beyond to the border. I'm seeing people come from Europe or America. They saw this in the internet. They want to come try their luck. And most of the time, it works for them. Yeah, it wasn't that big problem.
There's also the nature of animals are fed.
In front.
They're used to
Go in
eating
front. Go in front.
Bite it.
Just take it.
I don't want to go no further.
No, you just feel like they're parachuting.
Oh, okay.
Are they sleeping?
He said, not really.
Bite it. Wait
a minute, here she comes. Look, look. She's coming over here to you.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh shit, I'm being attacked, y'all. No, why I'm not scared? Why am I not scared, y'all?
People, you're gonna remember the main thing is not to touch the crocodile head because you'll threaten. You can touch any other parts of the body. Let me make sure.
Sort of like a massage. Yeah, if you touch any other part of the body, it's like a massage.
Don't touch your head.
So he's gonna volunteer.
Oh, to touch the head and get killed? Okay.
Where's Phil at?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take a picture of you touching the crocodile. You're not gonna bite me, right?
Look, make sure you make a look at him. You looking around. Okay. Okay.
Like that.
Nope.
Get him forward.
Alrighty.
Yeah.
He is my kid. That's not me.
Okay, good. We can outrun it.
I don't know.
No, I don't know now. You might trip and fall.
They can't run.
Very fast. They can run 30 kilometers an hour. But don't run away from this one. You can sit down. Don't worry.
They won't bite you, right?
Climb up the tree. Don't
that one? No, just stay calm. Just stay calm. It's gonna stop walking. If you wanna touch it, you have to be behind it like this. You touch it gently. All right? You wanna come, boy?
No.
No. You wanna come?
Has anybody ever put the...
You want to come over here and try?
Well, I was the first, so I'm good. I was the first, I'm good. Where you going?
Don't
Miss
put
Shirley?
your hands in the mouth.
You want to see snakes? They okay? You go. It's sort of it's in the regular. Huh? You said I want to see a snake. I heard you.
I asked about it.
No, don't scream. You're gonna scare them.
Yeah.
Get them. Don't scream, bro. Keep your calm.
The white man would have all this on fire. You know,
Oh yeah.
all the, you know,
Yeah, they
burn up
would.
every state.
Yeah, they go to.
And they set the fire. They're the ones that set the fire. They
Yeah, of
have
course.
all this on fire.
That's
They
it.
don't appreciate them.
Do you know why? But I want to do. Mas sama pila pila naman. Ay man yan. Dahil na. Dahil na.
He never been anything I was curious about.
Okay.
So I'm okay with them.
I'm going to ask I'll take a picture of you. No, let me do it. I'm gonna touch him. Stop doing this.
Don't act a fool now.
What's the name of these food?
Sit down.
They're from bamboo tree.
What's up,
Oh, okay.
One more time. I get it.
Black card. I never thought I'd be this damn close to a fucking crocodile. Straight up.
Serious, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess it depends on how they raise. Some probably raise to...
You know, as I said, if I was feeding them with red meat, they wouldn't go like this. And if
Where
it
did the
just goes
t-shirt
up,
from? I like
ask them what
You stand.
Just they will come down.
Yeah.
As he gets closer to it. Yeah.
So just sit down and come down.
Okay, see how she like it. She only has eyes for you. She only has eyes for you. I like white meat.
I'm sorry, Stephanie. I'm out too. I'll say no love.
It's fascinating.
I need $3 million.
Go around me.
So you know citation. Yeah. I'm the button.
Learn to walk behind. That way when people are filming, that way you can be a better photographer, okay? Teaching you something. Oh, come on.